Just like we could not control Pakistan, they have gone out. Pakistan 20 years ago, it was India. But they have left you. The Muslims, they left you because you could not control them. That is your fault. And the fault is depreciation of the Vedic culture. In the Vedic culture, there is no such thing that once one has become fallen, he cannot be reclaimed. He can be reclaimed. It doesn't matter how bad fallen he is. Just like in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Mang hi partha vyapasritya jepishu papajoni. According to Vedic culture, the lower class of people means one who cannot be educated to the Vedic culture. He is called lower class. Otherwise, the Vedic culture is open for everyone. So, Krishna says, Mang hi partha vyapasritya jepishu papajona. Never mind, papajoni. He can be claimed. Striya Shudra tatha Vaishya vi janti parangati. So suppose these Mohammedans or others in India, these Mohammedans did not come from any other part of the world. They were lower class. And they, after Aurangzeb's propaganda of jizya tax, some of them or more of them, they became Muslims. This is the historical fact. So why they were not reclaimed again? Reclaimed. And of course, some of the sannyasis, they tried to reclaim, but that was not the proper way. Therefore it was failure. The proper way of reclaiming all the fallen souls by Krishna consciousness movement. Krishna says, Man hi partha vyapasritya. One has to be educated to take shelter of the lotus feet of Krishna. Man hi partha vyapasritya. Not otherwise. You cannot propagate Shuddhi movement by otherwise. You have to reclaim everyone to the Vedic platform by making him Vaishnava. Because when one becomes Vaishnava, he becomes transcendental. That is confirmed in the Bhagavad Gita. Mang hi partha. Man chabya vicharini bhakti yogena ja sevate. Abhya vicharini bhakti yogena. Bhakti yoga, the process of devotional service. If one is engaged, abhya vicharini, without any adulteration. Real bhakti yoga means annavilasita sunnam jnana karma dhanavritam anukullena krishnanushilanam bhakti uttama. This is real bhakti. There cannot be any motive behind bhakti yoga. Annavilasita sunnam and jnana karma anavritam and transcendental to the position of philosophical speculation and fruitive activities. Jnana karmas anavritam. Anukullena krishnanushilanam, just simply to serve Krishna favorably. That is bhakti. So this bhakti is called abhyavicharini bhakti, without any adulteration, without any mutilation, perfect bhakti. So by that bhakti, manchaja abhyavicharini bhakti yogena sevate, sagunan samutita etana brahma bhuyaya kalpata. That person who is engaged in pure devotional service, he transcends all the qualities of material nature. Our defect is, just like I have already explained, that we are gold because we are part and parcel of Krishna. Krishna is the big gold, we are simply a small particle of gold. That is the difference. But gold is always value, maybe a small particle or big. So our position is transcendental. Our position is not material. But we have been captured by the material nature because we wanted to disobey the orders of Krishna. Krishna bhuliya jeev bhogwancha. And because we disobeyed or we did not like to serve Krishna, therefore we have been sent into this material world. Ichha desha samuttena sarge janti parantava. Ichha. Why shall I serve Krishna? Why shall I not become Krishna? Let me become God. That is still going on. Even big, advanced spiritualists, sannyasis, they are thinking that I am Krishna. I am Krishna. Why shall I go to serve Krishna? This is slave mentality. Just become Krishna. I am Krishna. Now I am in Maya. I am not Krishna. But as soon as my Maya is over, then I become Krishna. Then the question is, if you are Krishna, why Maya covered it? Then Maya is greater than Krishna. But these questions they cannot answer. So why you have been fallen? No, the real explanation is that because we are little Krishna, just like the father and the little child, if there is fight, the father may come out victorious, the child may become overwhelmed. Similarly, we are also Krishna, a small particle of Krishna. But somehow or other when we come in touch with this material world, we contact either of the three modes of material nature, Satagun, Rajagun, Tamagun. And according to our association with the particular type of nature, we get a different type of body. Karanam gunasangayasya sadasad janma jonishu. Why there are different types of living entities, different types of bodies? That is explained in the Bhagavad Gita. Karanam, the cause, the reason is gunasanga asya. Gunasangas. So we are gold, but some gold has fallen in the mud, some gold has fallen in the water, some gold has fallen on the grass. These are examples. They are very much nicely explained in the Vedic literature. Sometimes the living entity is considered as the spark of fire. You have seen the sparks of fire. So, the fire, original fire, is never covered by Maya or darkness. But the small particle of fire, which are called sparks, they, as soon as come out of the fire, they are extinguished. No more, sparking. So, this is our position. Although we are part and parcel of Krishna, Sanatana, eternal, manasasthani indriyani prakritisthani karasati. Because on account of our material mind means the mind is absorbed in the thought of enjoying this material world. This is the beginning of our